On the other side of the world, Adolf Hitler has watched the Japanese take on the United States, and now sees the attack on Pearl Harbor as an opportunity to ramp up his own crusade. Since 1936, German military has marched through Europe, occupying the majority of the continent.
In the course of the war, the myth of Hitler's personal infallibility and military genius really takes hold and begins to develop a life of its own.
It's really good for you to come. So I see how if and I will be having dinner tonight, and I hope you'll be able to join us. So.
After breaking his alliance with Joseph Stalin and launching a massive attack on Russia, Hitler is certain there is no military force in the world that can take on his own. Even the United States.
In Hitler's second book, written in 1928 but never published, he made it fairly clear that once he had conquered Europe, he would turn to America. For the Nazis, there's never any end to war because they believed that a race like the Germans could only be kept vigorous by continual war and continual conflict.
But if Hitler's going to establish world supremacy, he knows he'll have to defeat his greatest threat and one day capture the prize of the West for his own people. On December 11th, 1941, just 4 days after the Japanese strike on Pearl Harbor, Adolf Hitler declares war on the United States.
This is really a very puzzling decision. Hitler always learned the lessons of World War I. And one of the lessons of World War I is you keep America out of the battle. It's something he'd been doing all along. But by this point, he was so convinced that he was invincible. He was so convinced that he could not make mistakes, that he was the master military strategist, that he goes against his own lessons of the past.
Hitler's fight has gone global, but his ultimate mission is one without borders.